My name is Iyama Obona.
And I'm Daniel Selman.
We are here at the Investors Group Athletic Center for a fierce battle between the top 3 teams this year in the Varsity Boys 4A playoffs. It's number 1 seeded Kildonan East Reivers versus number 3 seeded Dakota Lancers.
Yep, that's right. Welcome to the 2025 Dairy Farmers of Manitoba's Varsity Boys 4A Provincial Basketball Championship Finals. Now, these 2 teams have shown they're quite a force in this championship, both undefeated this whole season. Oma, it's going to be a great battle on the court tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I am so excited to see how this game plays out, as both teams have fought a fierce battle to get here. They played an amazing season, and we're excited to watch tonight's game and see who wins the championship.
Both teams haven't faced each other during league and season play, so hopefully they've done their research.
Tonight's game is definitely going to be an exciting matchup to watch, and we'll be covering the whole thing.
That's right. This broadcast is student-run by the Riel Arts and Technology Center's broadcast media program. We do everything during this broadcast, from replays to camera operating to calling all the shots you see.
The students from this program bring you all the action. Here's a sneak peek on what we do at ATC.
Do you enjoy expressing your creativity by operating cameras, filmmaking, audio mixing, streaming, directing, editing, and the list goes on? And want to learn more or possibly even turn one into a future career? Then the broadcast media program at ATC is the best choice for you and a good way to start your broadcasting journey. With no risk and a whole lot of rewards, the opportunities are endless.
What other chance would you get to actually talk to like an industry professional about a job that you want to be in your future, other than right here?
With access to professional equipment at a high school level, the students can learn the basics of all broadcasting fields and are encouraged to learn more of the preferred part of the industry. In the broadcast media program, you get to learn hands-on experience behind the lens of the broadcast cameras, operating and adjusting the settings, or maybe being on the other side of the lens by being the announcer. Maybe you like to talk. Well then, you can go and create your own podcast with your own topics and your own guests. Still love to talk and love music? Well, the radio room is a fantastic area where you can make your own desired segments and operate the audio mixer for an actual radio station that people can listen to. With access to Adobe products, students can test their creativity with the software like Premiere Pro, Photoshop, or write their scripts with the professional newsroom software. And let's not forget about how fun the whole class can be just outside of the classroom. We take our act on the road and broadcast some of the biggest high school sports events at some of the coolest places like the University of Manitoba. We've gone to Investors Group Athletic Center for basketball and volleyball, and football at the Investors Group field where the Bombers call home. I'm on the field with the camera doing a handheld. I'm going in the huddles, dodging the players that are running at me. I find it really cool that I can just actually be there. This 10-month-long course of constant learning provides students with the opportunity to go for a 3-week internship in a broadcasting field to learn more about their industry. If you are interested, check out the broadcast media program by scanning this QR code, or check out the website at www.LRSD.TV to learn more about what we do.
If you want to learn more about our program, check out our website at www.LRSD.TV.
That's it from us down here. Let's move it to our announcers for tonight's game. An LRSD TV legend, Grant McMains, will be calling the game with his basketball partner, John Wolf. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, Daniel and Oma. Great job on being the host tonight. Welcome back to the Investors Group Athletic Center for more March Madness here in high school athletics. Tonight we're going to crown the champion for the Varsity Boys 4A category in the MHSAA. The defending champions, Vincent Massey, lost to the Dakota Lancers in the semifinal in a really close game, 77-64. And they're taking on the number 1 ranked Kildonan East Reivers, who defeated the Sisler Spartans 87-72 in the other semifinal. Joining me tonight with a color commentary is John Wolf. Welcome, John.
Thanks, Grant. Great to be here. All right, I think we're heading down the in-house here. We're going to get some starting lineups, some O-Canada going, and then we're going to get to the action. What a game we're going to have tonight.
The MHSA acknowledges that we are gathered on Treaty 1 lands, the original territory of Anishinaabe, Cree, Anishinaabe, Dakota, Lakota, Dene peoples, and the national homeland of the Red River Métis. The MHSAA proudly acknowledges our role in the many relationships that make up our home and commit to a spirit of reconciliation for the future. We now ask everyone to rise if you're able and remove your hats for the singing of O Canada by Pearl and Nikita of Dakota Collegiate.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
The MHSAA is fully committed to the true sport principles, ensuring a safe, inclusive, welcoming, and positive environment for student athletes. Supported by coaches, administration, parents, fans, and officials. Attendance at this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skill developed by student athletes in an educational setting. Please be respectful and encouraging in your approach to all athletes, officials, and coaches, and fellow spectators. Any breach of the spectator code of conduct will result in a stoppage of the game and immediate removal from the gym. MHSAA appreciates you contributing to tonight's contest in a positive manner. Now it's time to meet the teams, beginning with the Dakota Lancers. Beginning with the reserves. Number 5, Adam Nazarspor. Number 7, Destiny Okadera. Number 8, Yaya Malik. Number 9, Prince DeJean. Number 10, Zach Radley. Number 13, Meekin Odanuga. Number 14, Brady Penner. Number 17, Jed Godfrey Adechoya. And number 19, James Oganiki. And now let's meet the starters for the Dakota Lancers. At guard, number 4, Lucas Mujay. At guard, number 6, Amin Kidu. At guard, number 11, Daniel Robb. At forward, number 16, Kinsey Kuzi. And at forward, number 18, Matthew Manier. And coach is Dean Favoli. And now it's time to meet the Kildonan East Reivers. Beginning with your reserves. Number 3, Brian Lindsay. Jagjeet Dalwal. Ranveer Brar, number 8. Number 13, Arjivan Daliwal. Number 17, Jean Dusini Mana. Number 20, Christian Giron. Number 27, Aiden Walker. And number 30, Aiden Laguette. And now the starters for your Kildonan East Reivers! Number 1, Rashad Lane. Number 4, Sitimo Yu. Number 5, Adrian. Number 23, Terry. And number 41, Emmanuel. And coach is Lloyd Salons.
All right. All right, folks, the table's been set here between the number 1, Kildonan East Reivers, and the number 3 seed, the Dakota Lancers. Your officials for tonight, your crew chief, Wyatt Anters. His other officials, Ryan Weeb and Stephen Goldstein. Let's have a good one, folks, here on LRSD TV. Dakota, first possession. Hamid Canoe, he'll lead the offense. Hands off to Kunze with the first basket. Pardon me. To Jonte.
They're going to be here in the game a lot. Jonte's a key guard for them. Gets his first shots up early. Really part of their offense.
Dakota comes out in the 2-3 zone. Dive down underneath. Near with the first board. Kunze with the put back. That's Timo Yu. Multi-sport athlete. He was a star on the champion football team for the Lancers. Yes. Nice dive to the basket there by number 18, Lanier.
Yeah,
Good feed from Rom. No basket. No basket. That ball will come to the side. Travel.
Yeah, so no surprise here. Dakota's come out prepared, confident, executing. It's reflective of many years of coaching. Many Final Fours. We knew this team would come out prepared and ready to execute. Now we'll see if Katie can settle in a little bit here and find some rhythm on both ends.
Kunze forcing Reivers into a block.
That interesting call there. Kunze lost his footwork a little bit. Looked like you could cut him off, but I guess ref interpretation there was that was a block that brought him down.
Looking up top for Canoe. Into the hands of Near. He turns the corner. Tucks. And that's a long UU.
Yeah, that's the way he's going to impact the game for sure.
Good defense there by Kinsey Coonsey. Skips up top, down to the corner. Sub in for the Reivers. That's number 27, Aiden Walker. We've got 14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, not surprising to see Dakota come out in a zone here. KE's got some incredible athleticism, lots of great one-on-one capability.
And lots of length.
Yeah, so I think going into the zone, it's going to force them to execute a little bit, force them to hit a few shots.
We know Dakota's not scared to shoot the long balls, so. Coonsey failed attempt from the outside. Reivers back, looking to attack. Ball in the hands now of Martin. We're going to get an off-ball foul there by number 16, Kinsey Coonsey. That's his first personal foul.
Yeah, he got caught behind Yugu there.
Team Yugu with the ball. Near with the assignment there on the bottom of that 2-3 zone. Rom comes up. We're going to get called with Near on another foul. That's his first personal. So Timo Yuyu will go to the line for 2. .68 forward for the Reivers. His name will be heard lots during this broadcast. He's good for 1.
Yeah, Yugu is the number 2 ranked player in the coaches pool. Had a really dominant season, inside, outside, shot blocker. Not afraid to shoot a 3, as I just hear one of his coaches yell, shoot it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Walker puts that one up. Rom with the rebound. Or Lenoria, that was a failed shot attempt by Adrian Lenoria. Pajante looking.
Yeah, this is where KE can really do some damage out on the run.
Martin with the reverse. That's 2 for him. That gets the KE crowd up off their feet. Here at the Investors Group Athletic Center, we got both sides open. We got a full house, John.
Yeah, it's loud in here. Yeah, KE can really, if they get out and run, that's going to be a problem for Dakota. That's definitely a game key for Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Is to minimize those running opportunities, limit the turnovers.
Manier on the reverse, pulls it up off the far run.
Tough shot by Manier there,
Yep.
1 foot, late in the shot clock.
Obeyday on the run, he looks inside. Ball's into the hands of Daniel Rom, grade 10, 6'2", forward for Coach Savoni. He makes good. Obeyday back out to Yuyu. Like you said,
Yugu.
Yugu. Pardon me, Yugu. Thank you, John. Lenoria outside. That ball's tipped. It's going to go away of Dakota. Hand off to Pajante up top. He pulls up and drains the 3.
Wow. Yugu with the layup, like the way he got down the floor, I mean, that's a fast, like, that's what you want to see your big guy do, is put pressure on the defense like that in transition.
Manier from the outside, off the back of the rim. Martin on the run. Kicks it back out to Aiden Walker. Pajante with the rebound for the Lancers.
Yeah, lots of pace in this game right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're down to 4:31 here in the first period already. There have not been a lot of whistles.
No, I know Dakota's a pretty athletic squad, and you know, well, here's Manier with the 3. But I don't think that Dakota wants to get into a track meet with KE. I think Dakota's going to want to slow it down. Whoa. What a crossover.
Obeyday, nice kick there to Lenore inside. Yugu with the putback.
Obeyday there with a great crossover to set that up for that pass underneath.
KE playing man. Canoe looks to kick it outside. Manier working on Walker. Kicks it back outside. A little miscommunication. Does have a turnover.
Yeah, I'd like to see Dakota get Rom a few more touches here. As I think, is it Rom subbing out here? Or is it timeout?
Yeah, I think Penner's coming in. We have a timeout.
Oh, we got a
believe.
timeout. Yeah, so if
We'll
they're
see
gonna,
timeout to Coach
so
Lloyd Salim for the Reivers.
all right, cutting over to KE's timeout. Here we go.
Settling for shots. We look to attack, we attract, then we look to kick out, right? Let's not settle for bad shots. Every time we attack the basket, something good happens. Why would you pass that off? He's half your size. You go up strong. Move the ball around first, attack the basket, then we have open looks. Pick and roll. Play your basketball. Pick and roll. Go, play under. Go. Play under. Let's go. Oh!
All right, some fire in the KE timeout there. Coach Barra, the assistant coach, giving them some fire, saying, let's go, boys, play your game. Head coach there with a great line, attack, attract, kick out. And that's exactly what they're going to try to do, right?
Yeah.
Get straight line to the basket, try to draw in some defense. That's when they're going to make their kickouts. That's definitely the way KE wants to play, is get into some of those one-on-one matchups. Looks like we got Brady Penner into the game here. Manier's taking a seat.
Brady, who has a big impact in that semifinal win over the Massey Trojans. Hugo with the put in.
Yeah, Hugo's really establishing himself right at the rim right now. He's a real problem right now. Hugo with 8 points already.
Well, at 6'8", he can play at the rim all night long. So, Rom into Penner. Penner looking to come off the screen.
Yeah, there's
nothing
Rom,
there.
Rom off the ball.
Yeah. Penner with a bit of a forced shot. Good distraction there by Walker down low. Ball now in the hands of Obeyday. Kicks it back out to Martin. Lenore up top. He looks inside. Obeyday pulls up from the baseline.
Yeah, and I think Dakota's going to live with that. They're going to live with the mid-range shots.
Yeah. Dakota playing 5-0 game, trying to get off the screen.
Yeah.
Rom.
Yeah, that's
with
cash.
the quick pull-up jumper off of the exchange.
That's cash money. Rom's one of the best shooters in the province. He's been hitting big shots all during this late part of the season here. Every time I watch him play, he's just hitting clutch shots for them. No surprise that Rom knocks one down there when needed.
Ball off of Sutimo Yugu. So it'll be a Dakota possession with 2:12 left. Lancers up 14-11 early in this Dairy Farmers of Manitoba boys basketball championship for Manitoba High School Athletics.
Yeah, Rom can make it rain. He's only in grade 10 too.
Yeah.
He's a real focal point of the defense for sure. Oh, nice little back cut.
Great look by Pajante there. Penner cuts back door. Has an easy put in. I wonder what the one-on-ones look like between Daniel Rom and his sister, who's Dakota grad and playing for the Bison women's program now.
Yeah, Daria could play.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could play. Great scorer. I imagine that those are some pretty heated battles in the last couple of years.
And physical, because Daria won't be backing off either.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, Amit Canoe.
Yuga with the huge block.
Yeah. Rom with back-to-back threes. It's raining.
Yeah, Rom's got ice in his veins. He's got the crowd jumping.
Yeah.
Rom's not afraid of the big shot. Like, that's a fading shot to the corner, Cash.
Martin on the corner. He's good for three.
Oh, with the answer. Here we go. They're getting up and down.
Pujante looks. Got himself a little deep, no support, turnover. Rom trying to dribble out of a phone booth.
Crowd's giving it to Yugu for the air ball.
Yeah.
I don't know that Yugu needs any extra motivation, though.
Yeah.
I think we'll live with an air ball or two, but maybe the crowd might not want to ride him too hard.
Yeah. Lenoria playing on Rom there. Good job for him to pull up and not get the shot off.
Yeah, Yugu was out on him there.
Penner tries to get that off the buzzer, but that's a shot clock violation. Good pressure defense by the Reivers in the backcourt. 3 in for the Lancers. Coming in is number 7, Destiny Okadera, number 8, Yaya Malik, and back into the game is number 18, Matt Manier. Okadera comes in at 6'4", but he's a big wide body. He was one of the top linemen in high school football this year, so he can take up a lot of space.
Martin with another 3. Quarter time. Wow, what a first quarter. Some big shots, crowd's into it.
We're into it now. 2-point differential. The Lancers up 19-17 here in the end of this first quarter.
So I'm going to talk over the highlights here. This reminds me, I may have even said it on the last telecast last year, but I see Coach Brian Kornberger here, longtime Clemson basketball coach, Varsity girls, sitting up here with Coach Dale Bradshaw. Dale Bradshaw's in the house. Dale Bradshaw was the coach of the Dakota Lancer basketball teams, varsity boys teams, that won provincial championships in the 1970s.
Yeah. And Mr. Jerry Chen is sitting down in the corner, so when the boys were introduced, the starting lineup went over and paid homage to Jerry Chen, a long-time Dakota Lancer as well. So there's some good basketball royalty here in the house tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, very classy. So segueing on shutting on Kornberger there, I just want to say, some advice he gave me when I coached in the provincial finals was to make sure that the boys understood that the game really starts after the first quarter, because the nerves are going to come out, the mistakes are going to be made, and the crowd. And the crowd's gonna be into it, making lots of noise, and you just got to keep the guys settled now. And now you focus in on the game plan. Yeah. Say, okay, let's make this adjustment. Let's take a deep breath. We're doing okay. Both squads, I think, are kind of where they want to be. I think Dakota wants to try to keep this as half court as possible. Look to find Rom, and obviously, KE is going to want to execute if they can get the transition, and if not, they want to pound it into Yugu, who's a real problem on them for the glass.
And it's been a good pace. Very few fouls. I think we had 2 personal on the Lancers, and I do not believe we had any personal fouls on the Reivers. So a really quick first quarter, and the stage is set for the last 3 quarters of the game. The starting 8, they've had rotations in, so as you said, the nerves are settled, and they're down to get to the game plan.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it sharpen up a little bit here. We might see the defense tighten up here a little bit too. I got a feeling Dakota's going to make a couple subtle adjustments.
Yeah, Okadera, Malik, and Penner stay in, along with Rom and Pujante for the Lancers. Good rebound there by Penner. Rom matches up with Lenoria. Penner up top. Pujante off the run. He exchanges with Rom.
Tough shot. Tough shot, but he's capable.
Yeah.
That's one he can make.
Lenoria thought he had room. He pulled it up.
Oh, yeah.
Back into Hugo. He gets called on the walk. Destiny Okadera's happy with his defensive presence there.
Yeah, Okadera's not going to be pushed around.
No.
Yeah.
As I said, he was one of the top linemen in high school football this year. So at 6'4" and respectfully a bit of a wide body, he takes up the space in the lane.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to use him here on the high screen.
Yeah. Great screen and roll, just couldn't convert. Nice step through reverse there by number 23, That's Terry Obey-Day.
Yeah, he's going to look to get it going. He had a quiet first quarter.
Yeah.
He's also in grade 10, also ranked in the top 10. Incredibly gifted scorer, especially off the deck. You're going to see him get moving.
Okadera drives, kicks it out to Malik.
Wow, shot blocking presence.
Yeah. Yeah, not only 6'8", but he's just long.
Absolutely. Oh, Martin got him.
Yeah. Pujante on Lenoria, he gets called on the walk. Back in is number 16, Kinsey Kunze.
Yeah, I think that's the fourth traveling call now on KE. They got to clean up their footwork a little bit. They're being a little casual.
Yeah.
Do these moves here, and you know you don't want to give Dakota too many extra possessions.
Penner out on Walker. Rom looking, pulls it up. He doesn't need that space to get that off, as you talked about earlier. Oh,
yeah.
Little misfire there off the hands of Lenore out of bounds. Into the game, back into the game is Emmanuel Thon for the Reivers.
Yeah, listen, we can acknowledge that. Like, Rom can bang those shots for sure.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, Coach Favoni's probably not looking for those early in the shot clock, right? He'll live with Rom creating those tough ones, but I think they're going to want to try to work it around a bit more, look for some higher percentage, maybe something inside, outside.
Now into the game is number 17, Jean Dusamamana for the Reivers. Pujante dishes it. A little bit of a short arm there by Kunze. Ball comes back up to Martin.
Oh, what a...
Dusamamana cutting baseline, good look, but just missed the conversion.
Yeah,
back into the game is Amid Canoe for the Lancers, and out for his first break is Lucas Pujante.
KE's beating themselves a little bit down there on the offensive end. He's throwing the ball away.
We're in a dead heat here at 19. Dakota yet to score here in this second quarter. Yaya Malik had a look. Reivers on the run, goes cross court. Looking for a bit of an alley-oop to Hugo. Kicks it out to Dusamamana. He makes good.
Big shot.
Rom looking for the exchange on the handoff.
Now Rom's got to go to work. So now this is where you'll live with it.
Yep.
Oh, that is deep.
Yep, that is...
Yeah, listen. Yeah, and the crowd's going to give it to him, but I mean, there's 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Like, I've seen Daniel Rom hit that shot. So, you know, KE obviously will live with that late in the clock, but Rom can do that.
Reivers go to a 4-out with a high post at Manuel Thon. Lenoria with the look.
Wow, what a box out. Yaya
Malik.
Yeah, Yaya Malik put all of his body into that box out. Keep Ogbede off the O-board.
Lots of switching here with the Reivers. Keep everybody under control. Rom looking to cut back door. Missed it.
Yeah, I think Favoni's going to call a timeout here. I was just going to say that was a little bit uncharacteristic disorganization for the Dakota offense. All right, we're going to cut over to Coach Favoni in the timeout here.
Hey, defensively we're fine. You're at the top of 5. Problem is down here. We're deep into the shot clock every time. Okay? Threes are good when they're going. You got to put it on the deck. You got to get to the rim. Get fouled and get to the line. Get to the key. Jump stop and go up. You got to vary it up right now. What do you like on O? Hey, rip is good if you give it to him. Keep it so. Okay. Yep. Hey, Spartan. Hey, if all else fails, spread the floor, ball screen it, roll, but we got to get stuff going to the rim. Okay. Go.
Yeah, Coach Vavoni there at the timeout, asking the boys, maybe what they're seeing out there, what they're feeling, trusting some of the leadership on the floor. But I mean, the plan that he's given them out of the timeout there is what needs to happen. Last couple possessions, Dakota's out on the outer thirds of the court, right?
Yeah.
And what they want to do here, he's talking about getting to the middle of the floor, try to squeeze that defense in a little bit.
If they make it, great. If not, force the Reivers to play some body on them and hopefully get to the line.
KE with the overload there, high post. Oh, got to look in there. He's got to look into the big guy.
Kunze and Rom looking to front and back on Hugo. Got half the job done, just couldn't collect the
So we have
errant pass.
5 seconds here on the shot clock. Wonder if they got some kind of lob play for one of their two guys here.
Ball to Lenore, he's on the arc. Penner, he high points that one, collects the rebound.
Yeah. Penner's a tough rebounder.
Yeah, good athletic family. His brother was the quarterback for the champion football team last year.
Yeah, and also a real tough kid out on the basketball court too.
Yeah, playing at Central Prep right now.
Yeah. Wow.
That's 2 shot clock violations in the last 3 possessions. And the last one by Rom wasn't a great, it was down to 3 seconds too. So.
Yeah, they lose a little bit of their creativity out of the guard spots when Pajante's on the bench there. So I see Pajante's just subbed back in for Yaya Malik.
Lenore running the offense for the Reivers back right now. Good cutoff there by Kunze.
Yeah, and if you watch Kunze on any possession, you just see him out there like a quarterback, just yelling and pointing and talking. He's exactly the guy you want in the middle of that defense. They're having a
Hugo looks to take him. Penner falls, can't get it to drop. Obeyde pulls that one up on the reverse. Had his teammates up off the bench, but comes away with no points. Penner has a good look.
Here they go.
Great hustle there by Obeyde off the fast break.
Great pass from Martin. Yeah, KE is settled in here. Locked down.
Oh, Rom gets clobbered. That'll go to the line for 3. That's Obeyde, first personal foul.
We got the Dakota fans giving it to Obeyde here, but this is the kind of that's the effect that Rom has, right? You got Obeyde was getting out there trying to get on that shot block, but he's got to just close that out, stay low.
We'll see if these 3 can get him going, find a stroke back from the line. Make good on the front end. We'll see what he does in the middle. That one just spins out.
Yeah, I believe, was that Dakota's first basket of the quarter, or first point of the quarter?
It was.
Yeah, okay, the lid's been on.
Yeah, so we're 6.5 minutes in, and or 6 minutes in. He goes 1 for 3.
Yeah, like their defense is keeping them around, but they are the lid's kind of gone on for them too right now.
Yeah, it's a 5-1 run. There's not a lot on either end. Good battle down inside. No fouls called, which is good to see. Ball comes into Rashawn Martin. Looks to go off the ball spin. The advantage of 6'8" Timu Yugu on the putback.
but not just tall. Like
No. Oh, no.
Dynamic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Penner, yeah, with a nice reverse. He's going to try and go up hard. Obede with good defense. What a great first step. He splits the difference off the glass. Wow. He had another gear and split the defense off the glass.
Yeah, like the way that Martin Obede and Satimo Yugu, and here we go again.
Yeah.
Coach might want a timeout here before he gets away from them. Yeah, he's got it coming right here.
Emmanuel Thon fired up, and his teammates are fired up after that hard basket. Thought there might have been an and one, but none to be had.
All right, headed to the KE timeout. Here we go.
Transition. Quick breather. Quick breather. Walker. Or are you good?
And then I'm going to get Timo on. I need him to breathe a little.
He's got one foul. We're going to stop. I know we talked about this last game, but if you just want to watch, I know you guys haven't called it yet.
As we break from the timeout, I'd just like to acknowledge our corporate sponsors, because without them, these quality provincial championships wouldn't be what they are for these student athletes across the province. So a big shout out to Sport Manitoba, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Boston Pizza, Manitoba's Credit Unions, Manitoba Hydro, Spalding Payworks, Lucius Orange, and Huddle. This will be the crowning of the 14th provincial champion this year across all categories, varsity and JV. So not only is it March Madness at the university level, but across high schools in Manitoba. Rom's going to get called for the illegal contact. Oh, he gave it to 14. Penner picks up his foul.
Yeah, I know we jumped into the KE timeout there, but I'm really interested to see what kind of adjustment Favoni makes here for the last 2 minutes to find a basket.
Yeah. Aiden Walker hits one off the elbow. Kunze looking to help out Pajonte with the high screen.
Yeah, Walker subbed in for Ogbede. I heard the coaches on the bench say, Terry just need a little break. Aiden comes in, does his job.
Pajonte knifing through. Kunze looking for it. Got 4 seconds on the clock. Penner pulls it up. No basket. Another shot clock violation.
Yeah.
He needed to go on his first attempt instead of taking that dribble in.
Yeah, Coach Favoni talked about it in the previous timeout.
Yeah.
About getting too deep into the shot clock. KE's length and aggression right now is causing all kinds of problems. Pushing them into tough shots late.
In for the Lancers is Mikon Udanuga.
Wow,
off the leg of Obede, so it will be Lancer ball.
Yeah, Ogbede's first step is next level.
Yeah.
That is a fast, explosive move. Dribbled it off his knee there, but that's a tough move.
Pajonte scanning, looking into the hands of Penner. Rom going to the corner. We've got Odenuga up the top. Pajonte they're trying to get Rom coming off the edges.
Whoa, tough.
Coach Favoni liked that possession, though. It was much better ball movement, had a better look at the rim.
All right, Kate. All right, we're going to head into Coach Favoni's timeout here. KE with the timeout call.
Okay, let's go Spain. Spain this possession. Spain. Okay.
I don't mind you going to the rim. Okay? We just got to see the ball go through the rim once here. Okay? We're good. Okay, stay composed. Long game. Lots of game left. Okay, let's get out of this half. Get a bucket or two, and let's get out of the half.
Yeah, as you heard Coach Roney there, just using his experience, keep the team calm. He's not wrong. It's a 12-point game, right? Just find a bucket or two, find a stop or two. If they can get this under 10 here, it feels a lot better going into halftime.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
if they can get it to 10 or less going into half, I think you'd be very, very happy.
Yeah, they got to get a stop here first, though.
They've only scored 1 point here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So. Walker brings it around the top. He's going to drive the lane, kicks it out to Hugo, and he's good for 2.
Yeah.
Just so many options.
Yeah, Hugo's showing he can do it in every way.
Yeah. Yeah, penetrate, kick, take it to the rim.
Yeah, they just can't free up Rom right now.
Penner on the reverse.
Yeah, there we go. If they get a stop and a score here, that's what Dakota's gonna.
Yeah, we're down to basically 1 possession. So yeah, if they can get a stop here and a quick score on the other end. Kay's gonna take, Hugo off the glass. Good tip out there by Martin, but Kuzi comes up with the rebound.
So there you go, got the stop. Now they need to score, get this thing to 10 or less, feel good heading into half.
5 on the shot clock. Pajante pulls it up. And that ends the first half here in the Varsity Boys Provincial 4A Basketball Championships. The number 1 Kildonan East Reivers lead at 34 over the number 3 seed Dakota Lancers 22.
Yeah, story of the half is, this obviously different games, but similar kind of feel for Dakota. The lid is on the rim, right? Yeah. We had 3 points, and we had a great little reverse layup there and a free throw.
Much like we saw, unfortunately, in the black and gold girls game with the Dakota girls.
Yeah, so what I think we can trust, though, is that the Dakota coaching staff is going to find a way here to find a basket. They're going to make a couple adjustments. KE, though, had a great second quarter.
Yeah.
Coaches made some great defensive adjustments, took the ball out of Rom's hands, and here we are now, 12-point lead KE. Feeling probably pretty good about that quarter heading into the half here.
If I'm not mistaken, that was a 17-3 run.
Yeah, really outstanding quarter.
So we'll turn it over to our host, Daniel and Oma. They've got the KE coach for an interview.
Head coach of the Kildonan East Reivers. A great first half. What were the keys to success in the 2 quarters?
I believe our defense and just being able to contain their star player, Daniel Rom. We did a much better job of trying to contain him. He's such a tough and talented player, but we adjusted well as the game went on.
What will you tell your team during the intermission to get them fired up for the second half?
I don't think there's much motivation. It's a championship game, so it's a long game. There's still a lot of time left, so we just got to keep battling and fight to the end.
Thanks so much. We'll be back after the short intermission.
Welcome back. I'm with Mr. Favoni, the head coach of the DCI Lancers. So, good first half. What's the game plan for the second half?
We have to find a way to get some paint touches and score. We had went a long period of time there without getting any baskets, so we can't keep playing without scoring. Our defense is reasonable. We just have to find a way to score.
Gotcha. What did you say in the locker room to hype up the team, you know?
Not a big hype guy. We talked X's and O's, some strategy. We just focused on what we have to do to get back in the game right now.
Very analytical. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, and we're back for the second half. Just before we get underway with the last of the 14 basketball championships, what I'm referring to is across the AAA, 3A, 4A championships with the varsity level and then the JV levels. There are 14 championships that take place over the last 2 weeks, from here in Winnipeg to Souris, Manitoba, to Hapnock Collegiate, to Reivers, Manitoba. So I want to congratulate every one of those student athletes who made it to those provincial championships, to the coaches, the managers, everyone who is involved in helping these student athletes realize their dreams, and in addition to all of the officials with the Manitoba Association of Basketball Officials as they traveled and giving back to the game as well. So it's just been a great experience over the last 2 weeks. But we're back at it here, John.
You know, you mentioned Hapnock. Just a little shout out to Hapnock. Oh, Yugu with the steal there. So Hapnock Copper Queens in the 1950s won 8 provincial championships in varsity girls, pre-classification, including 5 in a row. So I know earlier today Dakota Collegiate was going for 4 in a row varsity girls.
Yeah.
But a little shout out to Hapnock and the Copper Queens, who won 5 in a row in the 1950s.
Your leading scorers coming out of the first half for the Dakota Lancers, Daniel Rom, he had 9. Leading for the Kildonan East Reivers, we had number 1, Rashawn Martin with 6. Terry Obide with 6. And no surprise, your leading scorer, number 4, Satimo Yugu with 13.
Yeah, and 6 rebounds and 3 blocks and a steal.
It's a solid outing for 20 minutes.
Yeah, impactful.
Another stop for the Lancers, so they need to convert early here to get things rolling for the black and gold from Dakota. Canoe looking inside. Manier sets the screen. It's up top to Rom. Kunze looks to set the screen. Rom doesn't like the look. Canoe penetrates down the middle. There's a tune over Pajante. And they just run out of shot clock time. Back into the game, Aiden Walker. Coming out is number 41, Emmanuel Thon.
I think Coach Favoni will be very happy to have been described as analytical.
Yes.
Yeah, as an X's and O's analytical guy. As he said, not a hype guy, but I'm sure that he's got his team focused on a couple goals here in the quarter.
As I asked him pre-game what the game plan was, nice and simple, score more points.
Yeah.
Hands into Canoe, he looks to set the screen, nothing there. Pajante cuts through. Ball goes to Manier. Again, the Reivers doing a great job of keeping the Lancers to the perimeter. Oh, great defense by...
We're going to see a huge dunk here. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no, is he okay?
He comes up a little lame. He missed that dunk, so... Unfortunately, we don't want to see anyone hurt, but the Lancer crowd are certainly giving it to him on that breakaway.
Yeah, and I feel like I cursed him there with the dunk call. But with his athleticism and the way he's been moving up and down the floor, we thought we had one there.
Yeah. Ball's kicked all the way up to Martin. He looks to penetrate. Back out to Walker.
That's good basketball right there.
Yep.
Inside, outside, short corner, cross. Everybody touching the rock.
But Coach Savoni's got to be happy. First 3 possessions, they come up with stops. So now if Manier can put one in. Oh, I thought he might have gone
Yeah, I thought
reversed back and gone to the right side of the rim there. Matt Manier called on the illegal screen. Offensive foul. He's asking official Ryan Weeb. He says he's moving me.
Kay's looking to attack this zone a little differently. So they've got Yugu moved out to the high post now.
Yeah.
So him and Ogbede have switched spots. In the first half, they kind of alternated there. But now they've clearly got Yugu just planted in the high post.
Martin. Good rebound there by Kunze. Ball's over to Canoe, up to Bajante. Yeah, they need to look to transition a little bit quicker. Kunze looks to go down. Aiden Walker with some just fabulous footwork, keeping Kunze away from the rim.
Yeah. Well, I think it helps. It helps when you can take some risks on defense, move your feet, be ultra aggressive when you have a 6'8" shot blocker behind you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you feel like you can get a little bit more aggressive there with your footwork.
It's kind of like the Jets defense when they got Hellebuck in net.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't talk about last night.
No. Everyone's allowed one every once in a while.
Katie's come out a little bit cold.
Yeah, that's 4 possessions. They've come away with nothing, so Dakota has got to convert here.
Yeah, this is exactly what Dakota would probably be
Yeah,
hoping
absolutely. Canoe keeps battling for the ball. Rom looking to dive inside. Manier stepped back off of that possession and stepped out of bounds. Little change of pace coming in for the Dakota Lancers.
Yeah,
number 17, Destiny. Number 17 is Jed Godfrey Aochio.
Yeah, longtime assistant Chit Goswami with the Dakota Lancers is, kind of a defensive guru in terms of being able to make adjustments. And I'm not surprised here to see the Lancers come out with a couple adjustments. Kay's attacking a bit different, but
Yeah.
Lancers are forcing Kay into some tougher shots here, getting the stops that they want.
Deuce Mamana back into the game. He doesn't hesitate.
Oh, yeah.
He drains the 3.
Yeah, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there. Catch and shoot cash.
Rom, MTS, long distance calling.
Yeah, Jed Godfrey Echeoya with a big shot block there. He's come in, playing his first minutes here, trying a little bit of a different matchup there.
Yeah, he's 6'4", and watching warm up, he's got a set of hops on him.
Yeah, and I don't think he doesn't look very intimidated right now
No.
in this matchup. So this is an interesting personnel change by Favoni.
Walker for 3. That's 5 for him on the night. 5:11 here in the third period. Lancers down 15. Scores 40-25 for the Reivers. Chasing their first provincial championship since when, John? It's been a bit.
1990.
1990.
Yeah, and oh wow, what a cross. They had him a little step back there. What a little combo move.
We can say they haven't won a provincial championship since last century.
Yeah, that's
Hey?
and I don't want to put any pressure on
No.
you either here, but you know who broadcast that game? I checked it out on video the other night. Scott Oak.
Really?
Scott Oak
On video?
on CBC Sports. Scott Oak.
My goodness. Like, they just got to convert on those.
Yeah, you can't miss the stuff under
No.
the hoop. The length by Ogbede is definitely a problem there, but they got to get a finish there. Kunze's got to put that in. You just don't get too many easy ones here.
No. There's only been 11 points scored here, and we're 6 minutes into the third quarter. Walker doing a job from inside this time.
Yugu with the assist there.
Yeah.
Little scoop pass.
Aiden Walker with 7 for the night, coming off the bench. Amit Canoe, that's his first 2 of the night. Yeah, if they can start getting some points by committee here, and Rom starting to find a stroke here. Martin with a nice roll.
Yeah, they're going to need to get some stops now, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, might need to
They were
switch.
good on the first 4 possessions, but now KE's starting to.
Katie's looking comfortable.
Yeah. Canoe with a couple mishandles there.
Here we go.
Dusamamana. Pardon me. That's Godfrey Aochoa off the bench for 3. Good sportsmanship there by both Dakota Lancers. Hard foul, but they go to Martin and pick him up quick. Nice to see. Rashawn Martin goes to the line for 2. Back into the game is Brady Penner for the Lancers.
Eden Walker is having an impact on the offensive end.
Yeah.
His off-the-ball movement, like he can shoot the 3. We've seen that. He's found a couple of baskets here off of some of those cuts. Takes a little bit of pressure off their dynamic duo of Bede and Yugu. I should say dynamic trio, Rashawn Martin as well.
Martin quiets the Dakota fans with that basket on the back end. There's the flush for Satimo Yugo.
Yugo with the steal, and he gets free for the highlight reel dunk. Gets this crowd jumping. Oh, here we go.
Aochoa from downtown.
That was a great response.
Yeah.
I mean, tough shot, but he nailed it. Oh, he's having an impact here.
15 points down, so they haven't been able to close the differential, but at least they've scored in the last couple minutes. They need another stop. Rom. Yeah. Yugo going to get called for the block.
He bumped him with his hip there.
Yeah. Didn't have a legal guarding position on him, bumped him from the side. Into the game for the Lancers is number 10. That's Zach Radley. He's also been a good contributing. Rom, deep, good look, but off the left side of the rim. Adrian Lenora. Ball over to Obede. Looking down for Yugo. He gets bumped. Good hustle by Penner. Dakota comes up with the ball. We're going to get a loose ball foul here.
Is that a flopping warning?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just going to say, Grant, and I know you're the official, and I was going to say, that looked like a bit of a flop to me.
Yeah, so number 17, Aochoa gets called for fainting foul. So it's basically faking a foul. Okay. The next time anybody on the Dakota team does that, it'll be a technical foul.
Okay.
Good switch there between Obede and Yugu.
Here's KE on the run.
Yeah.
Oh, the no-look pass, showtime!
Lenoria, that's his first basket of the night. He says, thank you very much. What a dish.
Yeah, Ogbede in the transition with the no-look pass.
A little show me. Loses the handle. It's off the foot of Aiden Walker. hard for coaches to communicate with the crowd noise in here. So
Yeah, you know what, in 2014 we had the Glenlawn fans standing right behind our bench, and lesson learned, don't have your loudest fans right behind your bench. Oh,
Rom from the corner, that's a three.
Rom's degree of difficulty on his threes, like he's missed his step in open ones, but if it's like a really tough step back or fade, or he's just hammering them. Here we go. This is a key moment here for Dakota.
Yeah.
KE had them on the ropes here. Rom with the big shot. Now they turn them over. Now Dakota's got a chance.
26 on the game clock, fresh 24 on the shot clock. Remaining here in the third quarter. 14-point differential for the Reivers. Ron looks to get it in the air. Little tip there by Lenoria. Nice and clean, didn't get the elbow. Lenoria on the run, he lays it in.
Bede with another assist.
Yeah. Bradley puts that one up. Different postal code, not effective.
Yeah, you can't give KE 5 seconds.
No.
They had 5 seconds on that transition there. Bede pushed the ball up the middle.
Well, Dakota did what they needed to off of Yugu. He only had 2 points, but it was a big flush in that third quarter. But they got some big points from Aiden Walker coming off the bench, as well as Jean Dusmamana. He had 2 threes, so you know, they're getting the rest of the cast involved here. Dakota, meanwhile, Rom hit 2 more threes, but they need some more supportive scoring here coming down the lane. They're coming down the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Rom, here's the thing. So 16-point game going into the fourth quarter. We know that Rom can shoot it, which that keeps them around.
Yeah.
So if Dakota can find anyone else to get a couple baskets and get a little bit of rhythm going.
Let's give a shout out to the All-Stars for the girls.
Hold on, Graham, we're just in the Dakota.
Stagger. You're not involved. Stay in the corner. Go away, go away from Daniel. Go away from Daniel. We got Stagger with Zach in the corner.
Okay, we'll catch up with the timeout there in a minute. But congratulations to Andy Kaint of the Maple Marauders, chosen as the Players' Choice Award for the girls' tournament. Your tournament All-Stars were Taylor Shep from Dakota, Emily McLean from Dakota, Jennifer Edwards from Vincent Massey, Clara Anderson from Miles Mack, and Linnell Dito from Garden City. And your MVP for the Varsity Girls Provincial Championships was Lily Van de Graaf from Vincent Massey. Here we go, 10 more miles here, John, to crown a new provincial boys champion here in the 4A boys category for the high school athletics.
I think it's Janelle Dieto.
Janelle,
yeah.
Thank you. Nice stuff there by Brady Penner. Thought that might have been off the chest of Martin and out of bounds, but
I think Martin tiptoed his way around that.
yeah, he did. Our official was right there, Johnny on the spot, made the call. Lenoria with the quick turnaround jumper off that inbound pass.
Oh yeah, it was an air ball, no shot clock reset.
That resets. Penner high points that one again. We've seen that a few times out of him tonight. Pajante looking, scanning. Penner on the top. Rom now with the ball. Radley comes around the corner.
Double team on Rom.
Yeah. We got 4. Pajante needs to put it up. Radley. He gets called on the travel. Again, relentless backcourt defense by the Reivers.
Yeah,
no time and space for the Lancers.
Yeah, and that was a really effective little trap there, a little show on the trap. Forced Rom to give the ball up instead of going one-on-one.
Hugo goes over top, comes up short. Rom looking deep. Martin cuts that one off.
Just frantic defense all over
Yeah.
the place here.
Yeah, great job of staying vertical, mirroring.
He's got
Penner with his hands full. He does a nice job there on Yugo. Into the game for the Lancers, number 13. That's Mikon Udanuga.
another one of their football players. Plays heading to U of M, I believe. I heard on that telecast in the Final Four. A little turnover.
Pajante, ball in hand. Obede, defensive assignment on him. Penner with a great battle. Penner fired up.
Yeah, not surprising either. Penner's got a fire inside of him, the way he plays, the way he rebounds, defends, get after the rock. Not surprising to see him hitting the deck there for the loose ball.
Downtown, Emmanuel Thon with the tray.
Here they are again.
Oh, man. It is like a school of fish out there.
Yeah, swarming
Holy,
defense.
Penner trying to force his way in.
Wow, what a sequence we just saw there. The KE swarming defense
Yeah,
to that transition.
absolutely a gray blanket on defense back here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure how Dakota finds a basket right now.
Well, Rom's trying to get open by just trying to shake his guy, but it's almost like they got to get it coming off double screens.
Yeah, they're running a little stagger action for him there, but they can't get him free.
Defense is just too sound.
There's a big
Pajante, that's a nice hoop. A lot of hard work there.
Yeah, everything's really hard
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, 6:56 left in the clock, 54-37 on the score clock. Reivers lead. Martin comes back up with that after a bit of a scramble ball. Honoria from the corner. The Lancer fans let him know that was nothing but air.
Yeah, Martin was
Pajante with the pull up at the top of the lane. That was a great look. Dished that one in and out. Penner gets called on a loose ball foul. That's his second of the half, or second of the game.
We're going to time out here by Dakota.
I think it was a race between both coaches, and
I think they can see
Pavoni gets charged,
Yeah, both squads look a little tired.
Again, a shout out to our partners, Sport Manitoba, Dairy Farmers of Manitoba, Boston Pizza, Manitoba's Credit Union,
All right,
Manitoba Hydro.
Headed into the KE timeout.
You guys have to be aware of that. Pump fakes. Don't trap yourself in situations. Keep space so that you know you have something needed. Be careful. They're getting desperate. Hey, when the shot goes up, we need everybody rebounding. Take a body. Yeah, take a body. Everybody rebound. They're looking to clipboard. Terry, you're getting caught with that, eh? So when Daniel comes around on top, right, they're looking to feed him off the screen. You guys could just switch on this, right?
KE coaching staff talking about that action that Dakota's running for Rom. Obviously keying in, don't want Rom to get any rhythm shots. They're just talking about switching that defense up top, which they've been doing throughout the game at times. They've got so much athleticism and length, right? Gives them lots of options to defend there.
And, great communication in a really loud environment here, so.
All right, here comes a full court press of some sort. Yeah, we got to press that up here.
Yeah.
A little bit of a zone press.
Yeah, going into a 1-2-2. Pajante picks it up. Feeds Penner. He takes it to the rim.
Savvy coaching move here, bringing out the press.
Now he's got to get settled into the sound half-court defense. Aiden Walker puts that one up, and then they're going to get the turnover on the backcourt, and it'll be an end-in ball because it wasn't touched. So they'll get 14 to the clock with an end-in. Back into the game is number 23. That is Obede and Kunze for the Lancers. Pajante with the runner. Wow, that's a tough goaltending interference. So Pajante is going to get credit for that basket. I'd like to see a replay of that one. Don't see that very often.
No. Critical possession here.
Yeah.
Interesting that they're leaving him open up top like that. That's pretty these are dangerous shooters here.
Oh, tough one there by Kunze or Manier. I think maybe what happened on that goaltending or goal interference was Pajante drove baseline. I think it went off the glass and then he touched it. The defender touched it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
he drains the three.
Wow. Wow.
He gets credit for the three, but he also got dinged for the flop.
Listen, that's a big shot. You know, you always, of course, want to coach your guys to keep as much emotion control as possible. I mean, he just crushed a huge three. You obviously don't want to give him an extra free throw here, but this is a lesson. You know, Yugu's in grade 11. Lesson learned. Got to keep the emotions checked. Hit that big shot, get back on D.
So he must have said something because Key had not been warned for fainting prior to that.
No, I think it was for saying something.
Yeah.
And he immediately took responsibility too.
Yes.
I saw him,
Yeah, he came to the coach, owned up to it.
My
Yeah.
bad. All right, here we go. Ron with the free throw there. Now that Dakota's got the possession.
Good screen there. Off the front rim, Pajante, he hustles in. He hits one from the elbow. Again, Penner in fighting.
Walker with the rebound there.
Yeah. Terry Obede with the ball. They're going to try and take full possession of every shot clock possession. Lenoria drives. He looks to fade away and put that on. He kisses that one off the glass. That's 6 points for Adrian Lenoria. Penner with a clean look. Oh boy, the Reaver fans are letting them know.
Okay, he's got so many weapons.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That last shot by Lenoria, like that's a tough shot. Driving to his left, step back bank shot, like big time shot.
There's a turnover. Off to the races, see if he can convert.
Wow, big athletic block there. Obede with the two-hand stuff. That'd be one of those times where you got to jump stop it and pump fake.
Yeah.
You got shot blockers trailing
Yeah, you know he's coming.
Yeah, you know they want the highlight reel block.
Lenoria looks, gives it to Yugu. Pardon me. I'll get that. Another turnover, so Dakota gets a stop. Coming into the game is Destiny Okadera. And we have a timeout. Coach Salonis for the Reivers. Again, just to wrap up our sponsors, Spalding, Payworks, Lucius Orange, and Huddle rounds out our 8 corporate sponsors for this provincial championship.
We're 42 into 2. Okay, with, let's go Daniel up, Lucas and Yaya here. You guys are back. On offense, you two go screening on the ball, off the ball for these two. Okay, well, he's got it. Well, you have it. You guys go screening for these guys. Okay, goes off ball. After the off ball screen, go get him again. Okay.
All right, here out of the timeout. We've only given him some instructions on setting up some defensive stuff coming out of the possession here, but let's see what they've got set up here.
As I talked about, there's that double screen with Okadera and Kunze trying to get Rom coming over the top.
Yeah, and Yaya put up the three there. Yaya Malik, he can hit that shot. The possessions are valuable now. 17 points, 3 minutes to go, 3.5 to go.
Dusumamana with the tray. That's all he makes is threes out here. That's his third of the game. Rom says, okay, see one, play one.
Yeah. Dusumamana's got coach yelling at him, don't shoot, don't shoot. He cashed. He's like, it's what I do, coach. You put me in the game, I'm going to shoot the three.
Don't shoot, nice shot.
Yeah, Rom with the answer.
Kicks it back outside to Martin. Rom high points that one. He looks quick down course. Pulls it up. Boom. Chakalaka boom. Daniel Rom.
Yeah, that's too easy.
Yeah.
You can't let Daniel Rom walk into a three.
And a big motor on the kid. I think he's only been out of the game once.
Yeah, and he subbed himself out. I saw him give coach the sign, I need a blow. All right,
another stop for the Lancers.
Dakota's going to play with some urgency
here. There it goes again. Kiss that one off the glass. And we're inside 2 minutes. And Yaya Malik gets called for illegal contact, so we'll have a front court possession. 19 remaining on the shot clock, 1:53 on the game clock. The Reivers up 62. Chasing their first provincial championship this century.
Yes, sir. 35 years. Only their second ever. They get one here tonight.
I was just looking at the
varsity boys. In varsity boys.
Yeah, I was just looking at the roster. They've got 5 grade 11s, 1 grade 10. So some turnover, but they've got a good crew coming back. Including your leading scorer, number 4, Satimo Yugu. Timeout, River East. Just touching base, making sure their boys stay in control.
Yeah,
use the possession clock. No unnecessary shots when you're up 12 points here with 1:52 I think left on the game clock.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes, if he has the ball. Okay? Stay in 42. Take some risks here. Take some risks. We got.
Hey, you guys hit the
we can foul.
If you can make a run on Satimo while he's got it in the middle, they're going to try to go to Satimo in the middle. You can make a run from behind.
Hey, we're 42 back into 1. 42 to 1. Okay? Go.
So Dakota has fouls to give. They can afford one before the Reivers go to the line, and the officials are coming over to see if Reivers or KE wants to advance the ball. Final 2 minutes. As expected, when they're up 12 points, they want the full 24 on the shot. So.
Yeah, take the full shot clock. Now listen, it's March Madness.
Yes.
It's only a 12-point game. Dakota's going to press them up here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
This big possession right here. KE's going to try and stay cool. All right, they're over.
So immediately following the game will be the presentation of the All-Stars, Players' Choice Award, MVP, and then the team award. So stay with us. Nice dish there to number 4, Satimo Yugu. Coach Favoni will take his second time out. We'll expect him to advance the ball into the front court.
Yeah, that's 20 points for Yugu. But his impact's been all over the place.
Yeah.
Shot blocking, hitting big shots. We're headed into KE's timeout.
When we use the shot clock, we still need to look to score, right? And attack. Just attack it. Okay, nice, good job. Yeah, they're going to look for Daniel, right? So call it early. We'll play up. If we give up the 2, we give up the 2, right? But when he shoots it, give him space to land, because he's going to look to try and draw a foul. That's the worst thing that could happen right now. Yeah. And make sure we all box out. We all box out. Hey. Boys, deep breath. Deep breath. 1 more minute. Let's go.
Coach Salonis, calm in the timeout, just giving some good direction, making sure they're dialed in on a defensive goal, talking about what they're going to do with Rom.
Fundamental basketball defensively, give him space. We has room to land so we don't get called on.
Yeah, that's a great timeout for Salonis. Great timeout for KE.
As expected, Coach Favoni advances the ball. He'll have 14 on the shot clock. Ball is in the hands of Yaya Malik. Pajante comes off the ball. Malik looking for the screen. He's in the corner. He looks for 3. That was a heck of a look. Kunze with the foul.
Yeah, Dakota down big here. Oh, looks like Coach Favoni is going to get a few guys in here.
Yep.
He's going to acknowledge the reality of the situation.
So coming into the game is Adam Najdapur. He is a grade 12 player, also into the game. Zach Radley, also a grade 12. So Coach Favoni paying homage to his grade 12 players and getting them into the game to finish it out.
Yeah, and I believe Nasperger is a nephew of Irfan Nasperger, who is a legendary high school basketball player here in Manitoba, provincial champion, one of the very best about 20 years ago.
Well, we've been treated to 2 really good basketball games in a fantastic environment for high school athletics tonight, under the direction of one and only Mr. Ken Plaintick with LRSD TV.
Hey, they're going to foul us. Make sure you guys protect ball fakes. If they press, fake to the middle and look for that skip. Okay, it's open there. Yo, let's go. Let's go, boys. Go! Finish! KC,
I'll let.
Hey.
All right, referee Wyatt Anders about to inbound the ball here. All right.
58 seconds left on the shot clock and game clock. Pardon me, to crown a new provincial champion. Last year it was the Vincent Massey Trojans who ran the table. So Kildonan East very happy to be able to take that crown from them this year. End of the game, we better get his name right. Christian Giron for the Reivers.
Emmanuel Thon.
Emmanuel Thon for 3. There we go. Yaya Malik with the screen. Nice basket there by Najdapur.
And KE is going to win.
The KE bench is on their feet. The players are congratulating each other. They're holding the ball. Players on the floor shaking hands, congratulating each other. So congratulations to Coach Lloyd Salones from the Kildonan East Reivers on winning a high school provincial championship, 67-52 over the Dakota Lancers.
Yeah,
they ran the table as the #1 team here in Manitoba all year, so full credit to them on this well-earned provincial championship.
One loss outside of Manitoba.
Exactly.
Undefeated in Manitoba, dominating performance, just a really great all-around effort, and multiple guys, getting buckets. What an effort by Coach Salones this season. KE, very well deserved.
Absolutely. So while it's going to take a minute to clear the excited fan base off the floor to make the awards presentation, again, a shout out to the students from the broadcast media course at ATC for another fantastic broadcast with Ken Plaintick at the top of the heap there. And again to the South Central Athletic Conference, as they were the athletic conference to host the 4A Varsity Provincial Championships this year. So again, to everybody that joined us on LRSD TV, thank you so much. And as they say in the YouTube world, hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll be get the notifications for everything else. I know that they've had their run of hockey and basketball championships this last 2 weeks, and if you like high school performing arts, those are going to be broadcast here over the next couple weeks. So thank you to Ken and the students, to John Wolf, our color man here tonight. Thank you so much for bringing your insights into this broadcast. Thanks, John.
Yeah, thank you, Grant. And thank you, Ken.
Hi, I'm with Lloyd from the Kildonan East Reivers. Coach, how does it feel to pick up a banner and say you're #1 in the province?
I'm speechless. It's my smile, I think, says it all. I'm just so happy for the players, the school, the community, the neighborhood. It's been a while since we've won a championship. I believe it's been 35 years, so this has been for all the past teams that I've coached, just for everybody, so it feels really good.
Coach! Yeah, coach!
Yeah.
I would be proud too. Is there anyone that you would like to thank?
Oh, there's just too many. I could go on, but honestly, it's from the parents to the kids to the schools to the teachers. There are just too many people to thank. So
Yeah.
Thank you. Off to you guys.
Hey guys, I'm with Satimo, the game MVP. How did you feel when the whistle blew and you were champions?
I think we feel good, bringing history to K, it's been 35 years, so it feels nice.
Was there one moment where you realized that this is it, we've got this?
Yeah, the last like 10, bro, the whole game, we knew we were gonna win. The whole game we knew we weren't gonna lose. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Setimo Adrian Lenoria. Ranbir Brar. Harjavan Dhaliwal. Jean Dusimimena. Christian Giron. Terry Obede. Aiden Walker. Aiden Luckett. And Emmanuel Thon. Assistant coaches Alex Barra and Shane Torrance. And head coach Lloyd Solaris. At this time, we ask the captains of the Kildonan East Reivers to come up to accept the championship banner for 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Boys 4A Provincial Champions, the Kildonan East Reivers! Congratulations for supporting high school sports. We hope you had a great championship experience.
There you have it, folks, an unforgettable memory.